Hello everyone. I'm back here with a not so price picks video, more like price picks a video, price picks adjacent video. I kind of just want to get into a little bit more of the strategy and the thought process that I go into when I'm picking my price picks on soccer specifically. I know people have their NBA, their NFL, NHL strategies, and I kind of look into those because I like, just like everyone else, I like doing the price picks, taking the over unders on the app. But here I'm gonna kind of just talk quickly about some of the things that you don't see on Price Picks, or some of the things that they don't specify. As you see here, I'm on the player Casemiro. Casemiro is a midfielder from Manchester United. They're like sixth place. They have good players, not very consistent though. Um, you know, but that's beside the fact that of what I'm trying to talk about. So, what Price Picks doesn't tell you difference between Casemiro and Phil Foden. They are both midfielders, or they're both listed as midfielders, at least in price picks. But there's a difference. In soccer, it's not like I don't know, what would you say? A guard and a shooting guard in the NBA. Do you want to have one type of point guard? Not in so to speak. That obviously you have different types of point guards. You have the 3 point guard in Steph Curry, and then you have a facilitator guard in Chris Paul. What I'm trying to say is, but obviously they play the same position. In soccer, you can have the same, you can be deemed the same position, but you stand in different positions on the field. So Casemiro is a defensive midfielder, and as you guys see over here, it says MF. He's a midfielder. Phil Foden says MF, and but like I said, Casemiro is defensive. Phil Foden is an attacking midfielder. And I see a lot of price pick props where you're gonna see Casemiro to commit fouls, right? 1.5 fouls, sometimes it's 2.5 fouls, and I see the same thing for Phil Foden. Sometimes for him it's zero point 0.5, sometimes it's 1.5. Nevertheless, as an attacking player in soccer, you're less prone to commit fouls, and since Phil Foden stands ahead on the field, a little closer to the opposition's box, he's more focused on attacking, receiving the ball, making plays, right? Casemiro, on the other hand, he's more tasked on like at times he just sits more in front of his back line, the defenders, and takes more of a defensive assignment. So Casemiro, a player like Casemiro is almost like I don't think he's like a straight comparison to Draymond Green, but he has that kind of aggressiveness and that kind of loose feet. Like he has no problem making hard tackles and committing fouls, and the refs kind of it's kind of a little bit notorious for that. As you guys see, when Draymond makes a foul, refs make a big deal about it. When Casemiro makes a foul, refs is almost the same thing. They they don't give him the benefit of the doubt. They know that Casemiro fouls him because he's that type of guy. He is an aggressive, good player though. But as you guys see, Casemiro he just came back from injury. Um, he played one game in October, as you guys see. Uh, Played through September and through August. And if we look at those stats, he's committing fouls. Let's see, in August, he only played 3 games, 4 fouls. In September, he committed 7 fouls. And he just came back, like I said, from injury. Manchester United had a comfortable win against West Ham. They didn't really have to, you know, fight for the ball midfielder. United kind of dominated the game more. So Casemiro didn't take so much defensive of the assignment just because the team didn't attack as much. But as you guys see against Wolves, it was a 4-3 game. He committed 3 fouls, and the difference between him committing fouls and Phil Foden is gonna not gonna commit fouls because he's not gonna stay back. He's more focused on staying up and attacking. So I always see Phil Foden to commit zero point 0.5 or 1.5 fouls, and I'm always willing to take the under just because Phil Foden is not going to come back and try to tackle a player and defend the way Casemiro does. Casemiro is almost his job to tackle the defense and foul them, right? So that's kind of a discrepancy that you guys don't see on Prizepicks. They're both midfielders, but Casemiro is a defensive midfielder. Phil Foden is an attacking midfielder. And that kind of brings me to my next point. I want to show you guys in attacking stats. All right, for Casemiro, Phil Foden. So today, or it was yesterday already, against Brentford, Phil Foden, an attacking midfielder, he got a hat trick, 3 goals against Brentford. He scored all the goals from Man City. As you guys see, he had 2 6 shots, 4 on target. The games before that, he had 2 shots, 6 shots against Newcastle. And then, as you guys see right here, in other games against Sheffield, 3 shots. Against Everton, 7 shots. 1 shot, 2 shots. And as you guys see, he is an attacking midfielder. He's gonna take shots on you guys see. Very rare that he got 0 shots. Sometimes he goes 5 shots, 4 shots. Now I'm attacking midfielder again. Remember that. Now let's go to Casemiro, defensive midfielder. As you guys see, shots against Wolves. Like I said, that was a close game. A lot of shots were taken. As you can see, it's a 4-3 score. Both teams were going at it. But on average, he had 0 shots this last game. Like I said, he was injured. He took 1 shot against Brentford. Against Crystal Palace, he took 4 shots. Against Burnley, he took 1 shot, and then he has 0-0. And over here, this is kind of an anomaly. I see he has 4 or 5 shots and then 0. That was at the beginning of the season. He just came back from injury, but like I said, and even just goals. You see, Casemiro has scored 1 goal since August, and then Phil Foden. Of course, he doesn't score too many goals, but he does take more shots. As you can see, Phil Foden's job is to create shots or to take shots to create attacking play. Casemiro's is more defensive, as you guys see by the fouls and all that stuff. Like I see, if I'm going to show you over here, defending stats. So defending stats, tackles, covers, we see the goals, but you see for Phil Foden's tackles, you see 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 2, 0, 2. And then September he had a bit more, but he kind of trends down. He's an attacking midfielder. I want to show you guys. Casemiro tackles 3, 5, 1, 1. Let's see in this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2. So if you guys see the point I'm trying to make here, when you make Prizepicks, you got to take into account if you get a shots prop on Casemiro, you're more likely to take the under if you understand that he's a defensive midfielder. Now, obviously, it's always a gamble, right? He could take 4 or 5 shots. But for Phil Foden, if you get the same prop, 2.5 shots, he's more prone to take shots because he plays ahead on the field. Again, like fouls. If you guys see fouls or tackles prop, I'm more willing to take the over on Casemiro because he's more prone to make fouls and make tackles. Phil Foden is not going to come back and defend and make tackles or fouls. And that's kind of the thing that Prizepicks doesn't tell you. But that's kind of the thing for this video. I want to just emphasize. You guys look out for the midfielders, attacking midfielders, defensive midfielders, and you guys kind of just, you know, look into that and how that plays into the props. And but yeah, here I am. Like, comment, subscribe. I will make another video of these regarding just the leagues, maybe other positions on the field That way you guys get to understand more about what's going on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you and see you guys later.